Now wearing Velcro suits with rubber all over us and gloves and makeup and everything like that. Every day I take the suit off and pour the water out. Because it was made out of Kevlar. And that scene where I'm in the pit where the bug is chewing half my body off and I'm sitting there, do it, Rico, do it. That shit. That took 3 hours to shoot in the middle of the day. And I'm in a Velcro, it wasn't real sand, it was a plastic kind of crystal, I can't remember, they have a name for it, but that whole stuff that was in there was like being in a big concave lens. The sun was hitting it, and it hit me, and it was like, I'm in there, now I'm standing in the ship, right? Then you got the false legs out here, and then we're doing the scene. I don't remember shooting the scene. I got sunstroke. Somewhere along the lines, I lost consciousness, but I kept on acting. I don't remember saying, do it, Rico, do it. What I do remember is that I pooed my pants. I had sunstroke so bad, I crapped my pants and urinated on myself while we're doing the scene. So the next time you watch Starship Troopers, do it, Rico! It's like, that poor bugger is sitting there with shit all over his ass. I'm literally not conscious when I shot that. I spent a night and a half in the hospital. They took me to the hospital because of the sunstroke and pumped me full of IVs with water and stuff. And he hosed me down, cleaned me out. And I looked at that sequence, and it's interesting that I somehow showed up even when I wasn't conscious. You know what I mean? It was like, do it, Rico! Damn, what was going on? Because you stop it, and I don't recognize the facial expressions. It's not something I recognize. It's kind of a unique thing. So that's a little tidbit of information that will probably ruin the film for you now.
Okay, so second to last is the mechanist.
Machinist.
Oh, the machinist. Okay.
Machinist, yeah. I lost my left arm on that one. That was a lot of fun. We shot that in Barcelona, in Spain. I don't have a lot of memories of the film that said everything ran smoothly. You know, we literally were shooting in the machine shop at 6 o'clock at night. The workers would leave and hang out their overalls. We would put on the overalls and go in and do the work. And work in the same shop. So we were working at night, and it was a real working machine shop. And tell you, sorry, you know, Chris in that film decided, when they wrote the script, it said the character was 120 pounds, right? Have you seen The Machinist? Have you seen The Machinist? If you haven't seen The Machinist, see it, because Christian Bale does something that, he's a very physical actor. He's always physically changing himself. And he lost a lot of weight for the film. He started eating less than 800 calories a day, protein and stuff, and drinking lots of fluids. And in the script, it was originally written by a writer who's only 5'6". So he wrote 120 pounds, and he thought that was pretty extreme. Chris decided to get down to 120 pounds, even though he was 6'2". So he turned into this skeleton of a man. And I came to work one day at the machinist shop where we were shooting. All the real workers were leaving. And I walk in, we had our little bungalows, these little two-wheel gypsy trailers that we were changing in. And Chris says, hey Mike, come here, I need your input. And I go around the corner and he takes off his overalls. And he's so skinny. And he turns around and says, my ass doesn't feel right. And he turns around and he had lost so much weight, the ligaments and stuff that hold his buttocks had dropped. So his ass had dropped. And I'm already in character. And he says, what's going on back there, Mike? And I said, your ass is dropped. He says, what? I said, you've lost so much fucking weight, you're now losing muscle tissue and ligatures. And this son of a bitch turned around and went, cool. There's a scene with him when he's, I think, is it Diane Lane he's with? Is Diane in that film? I can't remember now. I've done so many films. But he's a scene in that where he made weight. He made 120 pounds. And it's in the film where he's in the bathroom, he's looking in the mirror. And she says, you're looking really, really skinny. What's going on? And he went, what, does it scare you? Like that. He was so happy that he had made that weight. You know? We go out to dinner, and him and his wife is up, and he'd say to me, describe what food tastes like. So I'd sit there and use whatever vocabulary I could to describe how the white fish tasted in my mouth, or how the pasta was going down and stuff like this. He's a sick son of a bitch, you know what I mean? Wonderful actor. But that's The Machinist. If you haven't seen The Machinist, see it. It's really interesting. It's about somebody who is being torn apart and ravaged by guilt and shame, and how he resolves it by embracing the truth about his life and his actions. It's quite a good film.
Okay, so the last one.
Yes.
It's Guy X.
Guy X. I lost half my body. That film, if you don't see it, it got probably nobody here seen Guy X, have you? Has anyone here seen Guy X? Guy X is actually about if you get a chance to see it, it's not the film we shot. During the Vietnam War, there was over 200 or 145 or 245 soldiers that were they told the family they were dead, but because they couldn't identify them. And they were damaged beyond recognition, and a lot of them were in a coma. They didn't know what to do with them, and I'm going to get in trouble. I talked about this yesterday. I thought, oh, what are you doing? You shouldn't be talking about it. Anyway, the U.S. government didn't know what to do with them, so there was a NORAD station up in Greenland. And they took the patients, they took these poor suckers up there and put them in like a field hospital in Greenland with a small detachment that was supposed to be there to watch for radar and watch for bombs and stuff like that, part of NORAD. And some of those guys started waking up, and they didn't know who they are or where they were. They'd been in a coma or in trauma for sometimes 18 years, 19 years, and they didn't know who they were until they came to. I play a character who comes to life and thinks he's still just outside Saigon. And half his body's gone, his legs gone, his arms gone, all the side of his body's destroyed. It was really a wonderful script with the horrors of war and how people and their honor gets manipulated by politicians and stuff. And what happened was somewhere along the line, I'm guessing, because the film we shot is not the film that was edited, somewhere along the line to get a distribution package, they went in and re-edited the film. And a lot of the guts of the film were taken out of it. And so, if you watch it, it's kind of some fun performances, but it's not the film we shot. The film we shot was much more politically in your face, and they turned it into a farce. And so I think there was some pressure from somebody somewhere. But yes, he lost most of his body. It was an interesting acting exercise, though, to be able to have to work almost like a fetus, like a young baby, you know, and trying to rediscover things and relearn things. And it was kind of interesting character. Most of the performance isn't there, but next question.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. Let's have questions from the audience.
Yeah.